The country recorded yet another homicide. The China Export-Import Bank spoke out over Bahamar, and yet another minister resigned his cabinet post, sparking a wave of responses from both sides of the political divide. Find out about those stories and others. I'm your host, Krishna Virgil, and welcome to the Tribune's Top 5. And as the year ends a close, the country recorded its 141st murder. A 24-year-old man was shot multiple times and killed early Sunday morning while sitting in his vehicle outside a local New Providence nightclub. The murder took place shortly after 1:30 a.m. off Tonic Williams-Darling Highway and brought the country's murder count for the year to 141, according to the Tribune's records. Police said the man was sitting in his car outside the nightclub when a man armed with a handgun approached and shot him multiple times before fleeing the scene in a white car. The Tribune understands that a woman who was in the car with the victim drove him to the Princess Margaret Hospital, where he died a short time later. The Tribune also understands that the victim was involved in an argument with several men inside the nightclub shortly before the shooting happened. A Pinewood Gardens resident was remanded to prison on Thursday after being arraigned on a murder in connection with this incident. A former police officer could face up to life imprisonment if convicted of multiple armed robbery charges. 23-year-old Cordero Emmanuel was handcuffed and shackled for his appearance before Chief Magistrate Joyanne Ferguson Pratt on 3 counts of armed robbery concerning a holdup at gunpoint on December 4th. The ex-constable, who was attached to the tourism unit, was an active police officer during the time of the alleged offenses. However, he was dismissed from the police force shortly before his arraignment. The shackles on his feet appeared to be tighter than usual, which prompted the chief magistrate to have police officers loosen them to allow Emmanuel to walk properly. During the arraignment, the judge asked if the accused had anything to say about the tightness of his shackles. Emmanuel said he did complain about them. This prompted the judge to tell the dozen police officers in the court that defendants are not to come to the court fettered. That comes straight from the Privy Council. She said for humanitarian purposes, defendants should be allowed to walk properly before the court. Concerning the case before her, she informed Emmanuel that he faced 3 armed robbery charges. His lawyer, Ian Cargill, asked the court to place him in a secure part of the prison because he is a former police officer. The Export-Import Bank of China on Thursday revealed that it was not too pleased with recent public comments over negotiations over the $3.5 billion resort. The Export-Import Bank of China on Thursday hit out at unnamed people with ulterior motives who have made irresponsible remarks that have affected the actions being taken by the bank and court-appointed receivers for the Bahamar resort. In a brief statement, Exim Bank said it has also been in contact with a number of potential investors who have expressed initial interest in the project, adding that at present there is a preliminary plan concerning the future arrangements of the $3.5 billion resort. This will be launched as soon as is practical, the bank said. The bank also maintained that it remains in close communication with the Christie administration and continues to work with the relevant stakeholders with a view to resolving the challenges facing the stalled resort. In addition, the bank said it is working with the government to prepare the convention center at Bahamar to be used for an Inter-American Development Bank event in early April 2016. A magistrate on Wednesday rejected the argument from former Senator John Bostwick II that he was set up when a loaded magazine clip was discovered in his backpack at an airport 18 months ago and convicted him of possession of ammunition. However, the former Free National Movement election candidate remains on bail until his sentencing hearing next month. He faces up to 7 years in prison. The 43-year-old attorney and his lawyers, John Bostwick Sr. and Lisa Bostwick Dean, appeared before Magistrate Andrew Forbes for a ruling concerning allegations that Bostwick II was found in possession of 10 live rounds of ammunition at the Grand Bahama International Airport in May 2014. Airport security allegedly discovered a quantity of ammunition in the former senator's luggage during a check while in the domestic section of the airport. Bostwick II had maintained his innocence and claimed he was set up. However, Magistrate Forbes said that he was not convinced by Bostwick's claim and highlighted inconsistencies in the former senator's account. A year after Elizabeth MP Ryan Pinder revealed that he was stepping down from cabinet, Central and South Eleuthera MP Damien Gomez reveals that he was resigning his cabinet position as State Minister of Legal Affairs. Prime Minister Perry Christie on Monday suggested that all his cabinet ministers were happy, as he insisted that Bahamians could trust the solidity of his administration one day after it was revealed that Minister of State for Legal Affairs Damien Gomez tendered his resignation from his cabinet post. The Central and South Eleuthera MP reportedly made the decision for financial reasons. Despite the circumstances, Mr. Gomez has said he still supports the Prime Minister and plans to seek a nomination to run on the PLP's ticket in the 2017 general elections. He is the second cabinet minister to resign this term, following the departure of former Minister of Financial Services Ryan Pinder, who quit his post last December to take up an executive position at Deltec Bank and Trust. On Wednesday, Mr. Gomez revealed that his resignation from cabinet relates to an ongoing matter with a government entity. Sources told the Tribune that the matter is tied to financial issues that the attorney has reportedly run into with a commercial loan from the Bank of the Bahamas. When asked about this, Mr. Gomez said he could not comment on the specifics of the situation. He said it would not be in the best interest of ongoing talks to divulge details of this sensitive matter. Prior to speaking with this newspaper, Mr. Gomez moved to quash any speculation regarding his resignation as Minister of State for Legal Affairs. While speaking in the House of Assembly, he denied that he tendered his resignation from cabinet because he was dissatisfied with his salary, but stressed that he left the post over ethical standards that all parliamentarians should follow. Meanwhile, former cabinet minister Loftus Roker has said Mr. Gomez should make clear why he resigned, as another former cabinet minister, George Smith, said ministers should not enter parliament for money. Want to get in on the discussion? Well, here's how you can. Just log on to our website at www.tribune242.com. Like us on Facebook, the Tribune News Network. Send us a tweet at Tribune242 or subscribe to our YouTube page, Tribune242.